So with a lot of those Eastern athletes quitting the league and following in Engin's footsteps of basically boycotting what's going on right now, the question has arose, is this event going to be successful, and will these events be successful without some of the Eastern athletes, as the Shaw Classic does not really have many Eastern athletes at all, to be honest. You can see the full card right here. But I put up a poll. Will you be buying the pay-per-view for this event, and explain why? So 52% say yes, 33% say no, 15% are not sure. I want to read some of the comments so we can get a understanding of what the fans are thinking regarding, the event and things moving forward. This person says no, the clown is participating. I'm assuming they're referring to Devin Larratt. This person says yes, I support the sport. I'm not purchasing the pay-per-view this time because I'll be at the event in person. Nice. I'd like to support Derek, but not the clown, so I'll probably just donate to Derek directly. Interesting. Nah, the card is yet to be decent at all. This person said yes to support East versus West, hoping it will get better soon without Engin and with some smart European. The next pay-per-view I will purchase will be Devin versus Vitali. Until that happens, I will use my money for other things more interesting than amateur events, says this person. You guys agree with that? Let me know in the comments on this one. Yes, it is time to send Engin to oblivion once and for all. Also, there can be fun matches at that card that won't be swipes. Absolutely, Brian and Eddie Hall alone are worth the price, says this person. Now it looks like Temu version of East versus West. We are not seeing the top matches promised. No, it starts at 4:30 a.m. in my country. Okay. So bad time for Europeans, says this person. Also 3 a.m. here, and not that many interesting matches. Bronco Billy says, buying it because I love arm wrestling and want it to grow. So some interesting thoughts there. And I came across this video from Sergey Kalnichenko. It's in Russian, but basically he's reviewing the matches, review the upcoming matches. More correctly, West versus West. I did kind of scroll through this with the auto translate on, so not sure entirely how accurate that translation is, but I have a general sense of what he was saying in the video. Basically reviewing some of the matches, said one that's actually interesting is Todd Hutchings versus Dave Chafee. Other than that, a lot of the Easterners are not there, obviously, so that was something he was calling out. And you can see in the comment section a lot of these comments in Russian from some people, which I put on the translate so you can get an understanding of some of the Eastern fans as well, not just the Western fans. Of the entire card, only one fight is interesting, Chafee and Hutchings. This person says Devin has 2 wives, Jody and Baxter. A crazy match. I won't even watch it. I won't be surprised if the old cheater gives in to Kurdecha. What's interesting is not the card, which doesn't really exist, but rather how much clowning there will be or how adequate the rules and fights will be. So definitely Easterners are skeptical of this event and anything with Devin Larratt involved. Well, I'm not going to buy the viewing. It's pure crap. Let them see that without the East, there is no West, that not everything revolves around Devin Larratt. Now, keep in mind, all these are on auto-translate, but I'm pretty sure that's a decently accurate translation on a lot of these. So it would be interesting to see Carteret and Todd and have a fully American event. Sweat face emoji, laughing face emoji. We only want West versus West now over here. If you want, it will happen, says Sergey. So interesting. You can get a perspective from some of the Eastern fans that are on Sergey's channel here. Now, at the end, he kind of has a sneak diss at Devin. So let's listen to what he says here.
Надеемся на то, что все образуется, и мы вернемся в Вест и продолжим делать общее крутое дело, но по правильному направлению. В том направлении, которого хотят спортсмены, а не какой-то один человек и его жена.
So he's saying basically, I mean, you see the auto translation there. He's hoping everything returns to normal with athletes from each side, competing against each other, and not one athlete and his wife, referring to, of course, Devin Larratt. So definitely a little sneak diss at Devin Larratt there, but he's been doing that on social media. So, what are your thoughts on this? Do you guys agree that with that East versus West is going to go on either way, you know, and it's going to be successful, and we're going to eventually get more Eastern athletes as they start to realize that, hey, there's money on the table, there's matches being offered, and you don't have to just follow Engen to boycott the league. But what is your thoughts on this situation? Definitely let me know.